To reach the second story, PDP reps reduced to 72 as Enugu lawmakers join APC. The ruling All Progressives Congress on Thursday further strengthened its political dominance following the defection of 5 members of the Enugu State Caucus in the House of Representatives to the party. Also, the member representing Basa Jos North Federal Constituency, Daniel Asama, also left the Labour Party for the APC. Now, with the latest defections, the APC now holds a commanding majority of 243 members in the lower chamber, constituting more than 2/3 of the membership of the Green Chamber, while the People's Democratic Party has been reduced to 72. The Labour Party's representation has dropped to 21 members, while the New Nigeria People's Party and the All Progressives Grand Alliance retain 15 and 5 members, respectively. The Social Democratic Party has 2 members, while the African Democratic Congress and the Young Progressives Party have 1 member each. The development places all 8 federal constituencies in Enugu State firmly under the APC banner. So, according to this story, APC now constitutes or commands a majority of 243 members in the lower chamber, constituting more than 2/3 of the membership of the Green Chamber.
Oh yeah. Please pardon my slip of tongue. Alex Oti is from Abia State.
Yes, please.
So go and check out what happened to him 2 days ago. So unpopular in its own state. Why? Because of defection. So all this defection story you are talking about happened to be probably the governor and his house and his cabinet. And I know one of the governors said, look, you not be allowed, you not be given entry into the executive council meeting unless you put on the presidential signature. So all those are electoral rabble rousing and madness. So which I said has to stop. Yes, don't forget, Goodluck Jonathan went into election with almost the same kind of figures. He lost at the end of the day. Most of the Hobas, first-class Hobas, were pointing their spiritual rods towards him. That look, no shaking. You are there automatically, whether you vote or don't vote. Jonathan failed. So the president need to work more, impress the ordinary man on the street. Who are the voters? Who are the who holds the base, the power? I can understand. So not just the governor. Don't impress the governors. In fact, when it comes to the issue of what do you call it now? Let me give you 2 instances where the president is missing it. One, when he was the one who went to Supreme Court that local government needs to, enjoy financial autonomy. At the end of the day, because of election, that has to be decision technically, because it will not happen. He was in a meeting with them that very December of last year, and he said, look, governors, I'm not trying to take the local government away from you, so we'll just be dancing around it, and nothing happened till date. So it's not going to be implemented. So that is a compromise. That is not in the best interest of the nation, but it's selfish one. Another one, the savings from fuel subsidy have been given to the governors. Even Abacha, as whether you hate him or like him, in his own time, he increased fuel, even not this kind of percentage, astronomical percentage, just little percentage, and of course he created PTF. We are feeling it even till now. We are having a feeling. Go to Mokola, see all the roads within Mokola. That's PTF for you. So you are feeling it. So what can we feel now? Again, Jonathan did his own too. You are Shopee. You are still feeling Shopee. So that is institutionalized, ways of ruling. So, but this time, the president will now refer us that look, the gains of fuel subsidy is around. So go and meet your governor. How do I meet my governor? So and that is compromise. Something to entice them. You just pump money into their private pocket, and of course, ask us to go and ask them. How do we ask them? So I mean, you see, although this is absurd, is it because of election? I'm telling you, it is God that gives power. It is God that retain. It is God that it's God anyway. So I don't know what Nigerians have done anyway. So look, I'm bitter about all this. So I think we need a rework. We need rethinking. We need reconfiguration of the entire workings of the government in this kind of regards. It is the people you need to please. Don't please the governor. Don't please the legislature. Stop pleasing the politicians. Stop pampering them. Stop covering up their fraud because of election. All this thing has to stop. Work more on the masses. In fact, if you work more on the masses, I'm telling you, I'll be the one to take the lead for Mr. President. He will get my vote anytime, any day. But of course, if you now choose to now say, look, Mr. Governor, don't worry, just go to my party and make sure your state is delivered. No, of course, is it going to coerce me to vote for anybody? No. So, Mr. President might be disappointed. I am telling you, you need to change the style, work more, and back off, what to call populist program. For God's sake. I mean, if the ordinary man that is selling products on the street is having access to a small loan that attracts not just more than 1 or 2%, I'm telling you, if you do that across Nigeria, I'm telling you, get the votes of most of the market women. That's the kind of program we need. Populist program, not pumping our patrimony into the private purses of and if a governor says, don't worry, your sins is covered, just make sure your state is delivered. Look at what is happening to governor with very in Delta State. Nobody's talking about his crime any longer. Nobody look at what is happening to the former governor of Kogi State. Nobody's talking about him any longer. So it's well, we have turned the corner. Just like Mr. President, I don't know which corner anyway.
All right, thank you very much. Let's come to cool stories. Cool reports scaring investors, hurting economies, says presidency. The presidency has said that recent media reports about alleged coup plots are damaging the country's economy and discouraging foreign investment. Speaking on Arise News primetime program on Thursday evening, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, argued that the unverified report about national security could extinguish investor confidence and harm Nigeria's image abroad. He said, and I quote, "When a country is looking for investment and the media are shouting coup attempt, it scares investors away. Shouts or stories like that can destroy the country's reputation and economy. We need to wait for fact, evidence, not rumors," Ononuga said. He called for restraint, urging the media and the public to allow official investigations to conclude before publishing sensitive stories. According to him, while the military had confirmed an ongoing investigation into some arrests, no credible evidence had yet been established linking them to a coup attempt. All right, let me add this story to it so that we can you can address it together. EFCC NFIU launch crackdown on alleged coup funders. Military investigators probing the alleged attempted coup, working with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit to unravel the financial flows linked to individuals accused of bankrolling the plot, the Punch has learnt. This was as indications emerged that the bank account of some of the suspects might have been frozen by the authorities as part of the probe procedures. The Punch could not immediately confirm the development as no one was willing to comment on it, but a security official described this as a standard procedure in such cases. However, multiple security sources familiar with the probe confirmed that the EFCC and NFIU are carrying out a forensic investigation on the bank account of the soldiers and the civilians involved in the plot to overthrow the federal government. So let's put these two stories together.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I think 2 days ago on the program, somebody was, flogging something around a coup, and of course I have to signal that it has to stop. Nothing like a coup. When the government says there's no coup, there's no coup. The reason it carries several implications that the people don't understand. One, Nigeria is so fragile as we are speaking, and there are coups here, there are uprising everywhere. The moment you give an idea that something like that is brewing, I'm telling you, what you are saying is that Nigerians keep warming up. Somebody was almost calling for it even on the program 2 days ago. So it's a sensitive issue that we need to be very careful about. And now Ononuga is saying that, look, it is not established. And once it is not established, you don't say anything about it. He is issuing a warning to media houses. That's what he's doing. So, and of course, we need to obey that. Because, one, it is a kind of reputational damage that at this age, who is this happening in a country like Nigeria? It means that we don't have institutions that can immune Nigeria from all this, what you call coup and all this stuff. Imagine, go and check out. I mentioned what started the whole thing 2 days ago. It's a kind of mutiny. I mentioned that. Mutiny is a kind of rebellion. among the ranks and files of the military. So trying to complain, go and check out their salary. Nduma was said something like that on the floor of the house. He said, look, even in Ghana, the day you join the military, that very day you start earning as low as 180,000 naira, which is almost double what our newly recruited military is taking. No? And he said in South Africa, the day you become a military man, then your take-off salary is an average of about 250,000 Nigerian naira, and that is aside from other paraphernalia of that particular office we are talking about. Most of them are entitled to decent buildings. Go to our military and police barracks, go and check out what is there. So, and of course, if you join an American police today, that very day you are entitled to a car, you are entitled to a decent living, a flat. So what is happening to us? Are we not earning enough? Don't we have enough resources? But of course, where do we divert most of those resources to? So there are issues within the military, and it's undeniable. In fact, they were complaining, most of them that are there fighting insurgency, that when they mention the daily allowance they give to them while fighting for Nigeria, you will cry, you shed tears. And most of these people say, look, we are just fighting for nothing and dying for nothing here. So there's a problem, and probably maybe some civilians are taking advantage of that. So now you see there's what we call forensic examination of various civilians accounts and military people's account. In fact, at this age, it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to do that.
5 minutes?
Yes, it shouldn't. Listen, the reason is this. You see, our accounting system, the way and manner we run our banking transaction account is fraudulent. At this age, it's a ledger, and what we call blockchain technology will do all those things for you. It's a spreadsheet thing, and of course, once you enter a transaction, it's already there in the space. It's in the cloud. So, but our home, because we want to manipulate things, we want it like that. So, if you do it in a way, so all you need are just buttons, then all the transactions will show up. The people you transact with, the people that does business with you, a whole lot of this you will get to know. You just press it and then you ask questions. In a few minutes you get all but of course we are not spending weeks. Why? Because of our analog way of handling issues. Why? Because we are so fraudulent. I don't know what is wrong. And of course, I heard our president mentioning that more than a year ago, that you see our banking system, our accounting system, we go, blockchain, but nothing like that till date as we are speaking. So what is wrong when the president speaks and then nothing happens to it? So of course they mentioned the MD of NDDC. Yes, they said that is under lock somewhere. That gentleman was performing an official duty in Rivers State yesterday. The man they are talking about. That said that was said that he transferred about $45 billion to the account of Silver. So that man was performing on his official duty somewhere else yesterday. So I don't know what is on. So, but of course, the government need to give us good picture of what is happening. So we don't believe the people, building all their own stories and begin to embark on what you call reputational damage. And of course, the people in government, of course, they need to stop damaging the reputation of the country, given their terrible way of handling issues and passing out information. Information should be real time.
All right, thank you very much. Let's move to another story, and I'm seeing this from Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke. He has spoken twice, so let me just take the two stories together at once. And the first one says, "No one can defeat me in Osun," Adeleke boast. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has expressed confidence ahead of the 2026 governorship election, declaring that no opposition candidate can defeat him at the polls, citing his administration's achievement and popularity among the people. Appearing before the People's Democratic Party Governorship Screening Committee in Abuja on Thursday evening, Adeleke expressed optimism that his achievements in office had secured him the confidence and backing of Osun voters for a second term. I will recall that the Independent National Electoral Commission has scheduled the Osun governorship election for August 8th, 2026, with party primaries slated to hold between November 24th and December 15th, 2025. Adeleke stated that the PDP in Osun State remains united, noting that the party has recorded significant achievement for the state. Secondly, he says, seized funds. Adeleke accuses federal government of constitutional abuse. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has accused the federal government of undermining the constitution by withholding local government funds belonging to the state, despite a subsisting court order. Speaking on Thursday at a 2-day Southwest Stakeholders Dialogue organized by the Development Agenda for Western Nigeria Commission in Akure, Ondo State, Adeleke described the action as a clear violation of democratic norms and intergovernmental fairness. Represented by his deputy Kola Adewusi, Adeleke alleged that since the beginning of the year, the federal government had seized Osun's local government allocation and enabled partisan interference in state and local governance. So seized funds, Adeleke accuses federal government of constitutional abuse, and he also says, no one can defeat me in Osun, Adeleke boasts.
Oh, well, maybe Adeleke is the man called God. I don't know. Well, maybe I should just remind Governor Adeleke, if Pope, anyone, tells him that he was not going to be returned the second time, he will just ask you to go and rest somewhere. And go and check out the achievement of late Bola Ige. Not just Oyo State, it was the whole Oyo State, a combination of the current Osun and Oyo State put together. So that was where, Bola Ige was ruling. And go and check out his feet. All primary school, free of charge. You have iron furniture, you have books. In fact, nothing too hard. You don't pay a dime. Maybe private, the only thing parents does is to provide uniform, and that was all. That was all. Go and check out a whole lot of things. In fact, so popular among the youths. In fact, some of our I don't know how to describe Bola Ige. So popular, even among the school pupils and all those stuff. So popular, but of course, he was not returned upon all those achievements. And I don't think Adeleke is nearing a quarter of what Bola Ige did. So, and I want to say, no politician can guarantee himself a return. That is the bitter truth. No matter how, even if you provide virtually everything they have, it's not a guarantee. It's God that does that, and that's why I ask. Maybe it's the man that is called God. So it shouldn't just go that way. It should just leave everything to God. Let all the glory be returned to God. Let your future be returned to God. So that's the way I think I want Adeleke to handle that.
All right.
And second, regarding the seized fund, yes. It is not the fund that was seized. It is the people at the grassroots that was seized. It shouldn't happen in a democracy, no matter what happened. And of course, if there's any legal issue around it, it has to be. It should be a classified matter of urgent public importance. And the judiciary, it should be sorted out within a few days. And go and check it out. More than a year now. What are we talking about? So I don't want to speak more.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's come to this story before we go on a quick break and then open the phone lines because of time. Why I invited Akpabio authors to my project inauguration by Natasha. Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has explained why she invited Senate President Godswill Akpabio and other senators for inauguration of project to mark her second year in office, despite seeming a cold war between her and the leadership of the Red Chamber of the National Assembly. She described the gesture as customary and procedural for such occasions. During plenary yesterday, Senator Akpabio had read Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan. Akpoti-Uduaghan said, and I quote, "Today, as is customary for announcement of such nature, I wrote a letter to the Senate through the presiding office of the Senate President to read on the floor. I put out the invitation so it wouldn't seem like I was celebrating in isolation. I'm a progressive person. Even with ongoing court cases, I continue to carry out my duties in the chamber and follow proper procedures. That notification was part of the procedure. Okay, she also explained our ordeal in the last 2 years and what she has faced. But then the headline says, why I invited Akpabio others to my project inauguration by Natasha. But before you react to this, please hold your thought. Let's go on a quick break. When we'll come back, we'll take that reaction and then we'll open the phone lines. Please stay with us.
Have you heard about Pending Hotels and Event Place? The Pending Hotels and Event Place is your spot for relaxation and entertainment, featuring an exquisite bar where a collection of tasteful drinks and cocktails are served. Enjoy your meals at the lounge restaurant with a menu of piping hot delicious dishes. Take advantage of the magnificent lodge for comfort, equipped with modern facilities including 24-hour power supply and Wi-Fi connection. It also has an event hall to host an array of events from birthdays, wedding ceremonies, and anniversaries. Need more fun? Pending Nightclub opens every Saturday at 11 p.m. with maximum security guarantee. Pending Event and Hotel Place is located at number 33B, Jinarere Ishebo Alakia. Contact us via email at info@pendinghotels.com, on Instagram at Pending Hotels. Call us on 0705 442 2968. Pending Hotels and Event Place, the perfect relaxation spot.
Don't you give up. Don't you give up.
An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. It is imperative that parents prioritize education for the growth and future of their children by enrolling them to a school that can help develop their capacity and potentials.
I-FLIER provide a serene environment, accommodating reception, well-equipped laboratory for biology, physics and chemistry, fully furnished classrooms, counseling rooms, library, halls for conferences, institutions, standby generator, minimart, among others.
Yes!
I-FLIER International School
Can boast of inspiring, captivating curriculum, academic excellence, social amenities and structures, as well as dedicated teachers who are more than ready to train your children academically and morally.
Admission is ongoing. Enroll your child to a primary and secondary classes today and enjoy the dividends of modern and quality education.
Join the high-flying team and visit us today at Unit 1 to 5, I-FLIER College Road, Ogungbade, Ibadan. For further inquiry, call 0815-815-8707
or 0805-331-6634. I-FLIER International School.
Nurturing I-FLIERs.
We appreciate you for staying with us. All right, let's react. Let's take a reaction and honorable to this particular story.
Okay, Apoti Dwagam and is estranged Senate president. Yeah, well, I think they are now on the same page. Yes, there is a slogan in politics. You know, I'm a politician too. So once a politician is always one. That slang, let me tell you today. If you pose yourself to be if you identify yourself as an enemy of the mainstream will crush you totally. In fact, Baba Dedu will always say, crush your enemy totally. And that is that. So you don't allow your adversaries to be the first to take advantage of your. So you have to take, so, and that was what was done by the hierarchy of the Senate. The lady did not know that the Senate is an esoteric outfit with its own set of rules that sometimes is seen as above this constitution and what you call the law of the land. They are the one controlling the spaces.
Right.
So you don't go measure with them. So it's like a mafia thing. So she's now baptized and she's back to the mainstream now. So why won't in fact, you remember when she was raising maybe a point of order, I think a case had been closed concerning what you call child trafficking or maybe abortion thing and all those stuff. So, and in the deliveries of her finger, I don't know, against the rule, the president of the Senate even entertained Akpoti Uduaghan. And somebody raised a point of order that look, it's not done on the floor. You say, meaning that they are now almost on the same page.
All right.
So, but this time around, the invitation, yes, is a way of finding ourselves way back into the mainstream. So, extending the hands of fellowship to the entire house. That look, I'm now one of you. So let's do it together. If you can't beat them, you join them.
All right, thank you very much. 0705 500 1033 0905 444 1033 0705 500 1033 0905 444 1033. We can take your reactions now via studio lines. We are live on our Facebook page. Also, you can drop a comment right there, so we can read out your comment on our Facebook page at I-FLIER 103.3 FM live, at I-FLIER 103.3 FM live. All right, let's go on our Facebook page to check some comment while we wait for your calls. All right, I have this from Olawumi Okbarinde. Says, good morning, ma. Well done, more wisdom. Thank you very much. Okikyoro says, good morning, well done. All right, thank you. Aziz Onide says, good morning. All right, thank you for your comment. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you, my dear sister?
I'm doing fine, thank you. You're welcome, sir.
Honorable, sir.
Oh, Evangelist, I miss you so dearly. What's up?
I'm with you, sir.
Oh, good morning, sir.
How is Mama?
Yeah, fine, thank you, sir.
I am Evangelist Olataiwo from Bilkoraba. I love your analysis today. God will continue to strengthen you, sir.
Amen, thank you, sir.
Honorable, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you think Nigerians will surpass these new policies of taxing on petroleum?
Well, Nigerians will answer that.
why are we importing petrol when we have three refineries? Is it good, sir, to punish us?
It should be an aberration.
It's an aberration. It's appalling. It's so good. This government should do the thing to make the people enjoy. I will not support them in 2023, 27.
That's personal, sir.
It's personal. But
yes.
Everybody will join me by the
No, don't let us speak about that on
Thank
here.
you. Please do not speak on behalf of others. Speak on behalf of yourself. Your opinion is your opinion, and your comment is your comment. Thank you very much. 0705 500 1033 0905 444 1033. Let's go back on our Facebook page. Sulaiman Sharif says, good morning and kudos to everyone in the studio. Thank you very much. Government must sit up if they are serious, as this fuel hike could lead to economic hardship for low-income households. Fuel price hikes can disproportionately affect low-income households, which may spend a larger portion of their income on transportation, leaving less for other essential expenses. Thank you very much. Rahim Taiwo says from Ekbe, good morning, sir, keep it up, thank you. Kayode Adigun says, good morning, you're doing well. All right, thank you very much. Pastor Dr. Mukala Famiwa, I see your comment. Abib Kamadupe says, well done, from Kwemi area, Gbagi in Ibadan. All right, thank you very much. Let's keep the comments coming in. Let's keep the calls coming in. 0705 500 1033 0905 444 1033, and on our Facebook page at I-FLIER 103.3 FM live. All right, let's take this or check this story. Expert hails federal government over health insurance capitation fee. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Ultimate Health Management Services, Otumba Lekan Ewinla, has commended President Bola Tinubu's administration for approving an increase in the health insurance premium for the public sector social health insurance program. In a statement on Thursday, Ewinla noted that the policy had translated into higher capitation fees and fee-for-service payment under the National Health Insurance Authority scheme. He also lauded the federal government's recent directive mandating all ministries, departments and agencies, as well as private employers of labor, to enroll their staff in the National Health Insurance Program, describing the move as a bold step toward achieving universal health coverage. The directive, contained in a circular issued by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, followed President Tinubu's approval of new measures to strengthen the National Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative launched in December 2023. All right, so Ewinla said the enforcement of mandatory health insurance was long overdue and essential to addressing the systemic challenges in Nigeria's health sector.
So I don't know that the federal government is bankrolling the health insurance, for some of us, because when you pay premium, you'll be paying, on behalf of some people so that they can enjoy, probably free health services or highly subsidized, health services. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but I'm not covered anyway. So by extension, I'm calling for one. So, the man Ewinla is from that particular sector. But I want to remember, Mr. President, too, that all of us, as bank customers, we are also looking on to Mr. President for intervention. The multiple bank charges.
Okay.
Extortion through unauthorized loan interest rates, and when you transact banking, when you make bank transaction online, about 6 charges are attracted. 1, you pay for ATM management ATM management maintenance services. You pay for stamp duty. You pay for COT. You pay VAT. You pay SMS alert charges. You pay email alert charges. You pay for OTP charges. You pay anything charges. I don't know. So that is how they reduce people's spending power. All these are extortions, but nobody is checking the banks for their excesses. Please. You have pleased the people from the insurance man, Ewenla. Please us too, Mr. President. We are begging.
All right, that's in the health sector, and then you're asking for the banking sector too.
Yes.
And I also remember that even without actually having to do any transactions, their debit monies will be removed either for card maintenance fee.
Well, you want anything, up to about more than 10 charges unauthorized.
All right, very quickly before we round off this morning, we are still taking more calls, although we're not seeing any calls yet. But then keep it coming in. We can still take 1 or 2 more calls before we round off this morning. All right, yes, so we have a call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
this Prince Bumi Adefusi calling from Apata. I agree, the brilliant analyst.
Good morning, my prince.
Good morning, sir. Politicians know where they are going to. They have direction. It is the citizens that do not have direction. Because if we don't have direction by now, definitely the yelling of hunger, the yelling of economic hardship, it continues. That is why we must know that most of our leaders are just representing themselves and not the citizens. It is time for the citizens to also have direction, because politicians also know where they are going to. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Prince Bumi Adefusi. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
This is Taiwo Kola from Adegba.
It's good to have you.
I salute Baba this of meeting this morning.
Good morning, sir.
And I say kudo.
Thank you, sir.
Well, my submission is concerning the governor that are defective. Now, we should be, the whole Nigeria should be begging Baba Awokito to